What is up, y'all? So a lesson that I feel is heavy in the ether today. Well, right now, because it ain't even just today. It's just period. But trust. It's this DMX quote that I love. That I love with all my heart. He said, "You have to trust someone. Like life is about trust. You have to trust someone, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. Trust a snake to be a snake. Trust a rat to be a rat. Like, you have to trust people to be who they are. Just trust in the fact that you can see them well." So it's basically the quote is saying, trust in yourself. Trust in your ability to be aware of the signs and symbols in front of you. Trust in your ability to listen to God. Trust in your awareness. Like, trust in that. You don't have to trust anyone. Like, how people say you can't trust no one. You don't have to put your trust in people. Only thing you have to do is trust in yourself. And in saying that, look at people for who they are. Like, stop trying to ignore the red flags and point out the green flags and this, that, and the third. Like, just because you see green flags in a person don't mean that they're going to appear as green flags for you. Like, that green flag that flag you thought was green may actually be a red flag in your life because you don't even like it like that. Like, that ain't even your love language. That ain't even how you respond. So it's like, life isn't about green flags, red flags, da da da. Like, everything is all relative. So it's like, trusting the fact that you can see people for who they are and stop making excuses for people. Like, man, like, if you see that somebody is shiesty and they do questionable things and their integrity is fluky, like, trust that. Like, pay attention to that. Know that when the tables turn, that's what they're gonna do to you. Like, it's just that simple. Like, I feel like as people in America specifically, we became too comfortable in our discomfort, and in saying that, we became too comfortable in allowing people to define how life looked for us and how the reality looked for us. So it's like when toxic stuff arise, we go with the thing that makes sense first. We ain't gonna think too much on it because, like, for instance, perfect example, COVID. The thing that made sense to everybody was to put on the mask. Nobody questioned it. Like, for real, for real, for real. Like, nobody questioned why they said put on the mask. Nobody really dug into deep thought about why they said doing that, or dug into deep thought about the hazards of doing it or the good things about doing it. Like, everybody just went with the flow at what everybody was doing. But in reality, it's like, yeah, you did that, but for what though? Like, what was the purpose? Like, do you even know if that actually kept you from getting COVID? And it's like, as people, we became too dependent on other people for how we move, how we think, how aware we are to every situation. Like, that's what I mean when I say trust in the fact that you can see things well. Trust in the fact you can see people well. Like, even, it don't matter how big or how small it is. Like, the government as well. Like, they literally conditioned us to obey, to be obedient. They made us some loyal bees. Literally. What do dogs do? They follow their leader. And if a dog don't listen, what you gonna do? You gonna put them down. It's the same thing that they do with humans in America. Like, if you not a loyal dog, then, and if you defy the odds, they gonna put you down. And it's like, you gotta trust in the fact that you can see stuff well. Like, and everything is like that. Like, no matter what it is, no matter what, like, when people can't control you, they gonna control how people view you first. And if they can't control how people view you, they gonna find some way, somehow, to control your reality. And if you relinquish your free will and allow people to have that much control over you, then that's on you. And because God put the signs and symbols in your life. Like, God literally gave us everything that we need to alleviate our suffering. But I feel like we we lose sight of the basic principles of life. Like, going back to that DMX quote, that is a basic principle of life. Like, trust in the fact that you can see people. Trust in the signs and symbols that God put in your life to show you the truth about everything. Like, if you ain't doing that, then what are you doing? How are you living? What do you got? What do you really got going on? Like, what's really going on in that head of yours? So it's like, you could say that you this, that, and the third, but if you ain't even listening to God, then who you listening to? What you praying to? Like, and it's just that simple. Like, I feel like I really had to get this off my chest, because it's like, watching toxic people be toxic people to people that's full of love and light. Pause. Watching people that is living in darkness try to attach themselves to the light of other people irks my nerves. Like, the fact that you're trying to dim someone else's light or piggyback off someone else's light because you can't see the light in yourself, that tells me a lot about you. Like, I was just telling somebody yesterday or the other day, like, when I judge people, I look at how you treat yourself first. So if you, first off, if your face got a whole bunch of bumps on it, like, I ain't finna sit right here and say, like, I don't trust people with acne. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it's like, if your face got a whole bunch of bumps on it, and you always complaining about your face, and then I see you go eat a big ass bag of salty chips and drink a whole pop, eat a whole bunch of candy, go get you a burger, go get you something, go get you whatever you want to eat, okay? But it's like, if I see you do all of that and you sitting right here complaining about your face, then I'm gonna tell you, like, that's the reason why. Like, how much do you indulge in that? How much do you stuff your face in? Like, you stuff that into your mouth? Like, how many times out the week? How many times out the month? How many times out the year? When do you incorporate vegetables that's not attached to a meat? That's not, like, that's why, like, I be quiet a lot, because it's like, the things we complain about be so irrelevant, because we play the hand in our own suffering. Like, trusting the fact you can see things well. Like, if you know that's bad for you, why do you eat so much of it? Like, everything should be done in moderation. I ain't saying give up meat. I ain't saying that at all. Like, I eat meat. I don't care about the popular trend to be vegan and do all of that. Like, I don't care about that. That's not my lifestyle. That's not my reality. That's not how I was raised. Like, I learned different, so I'm gonna do different. Like, the whole thing about the truth is, and trusting in the truth, is being aware of the truth, researching, thinking for yourself. Like, okay, so I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. Like, that's my TV now, YouTube. Like, but I watch these videos from all around the country, like, when people travel the world and stuff. So the fact that a lot of people talk down on chitlins, and the fact that people eat chitlins and stuff, it makes me question reality a lot. Because I used to be that same person until I tried it. And it's not that bad. Like, that's not something that I would eat for real. But it's not that bad. Like, it's not nasty. Like, once you get it out your head, like, what it is, and you think about life for real, like, it's not that bad. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let me get back to what I was saying. Like, when you go to foreign countries, people that live in their warrior spirit, the people that God shelters. I'm talking about those God loving people that survive off the land, that live worse than what we do. They have less than what we do, but live better than we do. When they kill an animal, they feed the whole village off that animal. They don't leave anything from that animal, because it's a sacrifice. Like, anything that you utilize as food in this earth, the reason why we pray about it It's because it's God's gift to us. And it's a sacrifice. It was a living sacrifice that was used to nourish your being. So you have to pray for it, because you don't know what that animal had to go through to be in front of you. You don't know how life works for real. Like, the least you can do is pray for it. To pray that it nourishes your body and doesn't hurt your body. Like, that's the whole purpose in spirituality. It's praying, is being aware of the blessings, of the abundance of God, and being appreciative of that. And it's like, in these foreign countries, they are very well aware of that rule. Like, when they slaughter animals, they don't just overindulge and get a burger every day. No, they literally prepare that meal with precision, and they pray for it. They do a whole ritual and stuff, and they don't leave anything. They don't think too much, because it's like they know how it is to be without it. And it's like I even saw them. They even made something with the blood. They ate the liver, all of it. Like, I literally watched them eat the whole, like, it was like, it wasn't a cow. I think it was called a zebu, but they ate that whole animal as a village. And like, they didn't sit up there and complain about, I don't want the chitlins, I don't want the intestines, I don't want to eat that. But it's like, you ate the leg though, you ate bacon though, like, you ate the ribs, like, you ate the stomach, like, you ate the feet, like, you ate all the other parts. Like, yeah, that's the part where they get rid of their mess from, but it's like, it's still a part of the animal. Like, it's still a relevant piece of meat that can be, like, if you was hungry, if you ain't have, like, my grandma used to tell me this when I was younger. I used to hate when she said this, but now as I got older, like, it's legit that, like, I used to tell her, like, I'm hungry, I'm starving. Well, she said, if you starving, you can eat some doodle. I'm looking at her like, what? But it's like, now, when as I'm older, I look at it like, it's not about what she said or how she said it. It's about that, the principle, because mind you, it's principalities at play. Like, it's about, don't, like, beggars can't be choosers. Like, don't sit around and be picky about something just because you can be. Like, I ain't sitting right here trying to tell people what to do with their life, but be appreciative of what you have. Like, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Like, we in the season of giving. Like, that's all the end of the year is. Like, the end of the year is, like, the season of giving back and giving and receiving. Like, it's in that energy, the ma'at of life. But it's like, be appreciative of what you have. Like, and a part of being appreciative is what you have is being aware, fully aware of your surroundings, your environment, your thoughts, your words, your habits, your everything. Like, the people that you have around you. Like, being aware of the signs and symbols in your life to help guide you in the right direction. Like, all of it plays a part, but you got to get out the way. You got to get out your own way. You got to get out God's way and allow God to be God, and stop trying to play God in your own life. Like, life ain't like that. Life ain't nothing like what you think it is. And the moment you keep trying to make it be that, then you lose sight of what it really is. And now you lost a lot of time. Now you hurt because you didn't listen. Now you want to go hurt other people. Now you want to be miserable. Now you vibrating lower. You spiraling down. You decaying in life. You recruiting other people to decay with you. Like, who wants to live like that? I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, I don't even, what baby say? I'm so sick and tired of being tired. I don't even exercise. Like, legitly. Because I'm so tired of being tired. Like, every time I exercise, I yawn. I don't like that. Maybe I need to exercise more, but that's besides the point. I'm sick and tired of being tired. Of being here. Like, life could be so simple. But we choose to make it hard by the things that we hold value to. Like, or the things that we don't hold value to. Like, life, like, and then, like, something else I saw, like, it was a question. It said, since everybody want to talk about loyalty, how long was your longest relationship? And when I looked at the question, I said a year. But I'm like, time don't equal loyalty. Like, a lot of people think that because you spent a lot of time with a person, because this person been in your life for a long time, that's loyalty. That equals loyalty because they stayed there. But it's like, what kept them there? What kept them there is what they was loyal to. Because, for instance, like, last night we was talking about the Diddy and Cassie situation, right? And someone said she experienced an abusive relationship, but she don't understand how a person could stay that long and do all those things and find out that it's okay to live like that, to be like that in someone's life, and to allow someone to do that in your life. And it's like, my thing was, you never truly know what a person went through in their childhood to get into their adulthood and accept that as okay. Like, you don't know anybody. We don't know people's story. We can only judge things from our own perspective. This is why I said I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their life. But understand, like, it's all principalities at play. Like, I forgot where I was going with that example, but man, you know what? I forgot where I was going, but I'm gonna pull one of these because it's gonna help me bring everything back to a relevant perspective. Life is like a chess game. Gotta think it through. Gotta make your next move your best move. Kiwi. It's an animal called kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. I never pulled this card either. It's interesting. Most of the time, walking is a way people get to the point from point A to point B, often in a rush without regard for what's going on around them. Meditation is typically viewed as something people do while sitting cross-legged for several minutes. However, that's only one form of meditation. Walking with awareness and intention is another. Find a place, preferably in nature, such as a forest or woods, where you can simply walk for 10 minutes or more each day for the next week. Experiment by walking more slowly than you usually do. Try moving at 80% of your usual speed. You can also try speeding up your pace, but stay present and aware of how it feels to move so rapidly. Then slow way down for a few steps to where you can feel each step you take. Notice how the contact with the ground starts at your heel and slowly moves up to your toes. If possible, try it barefoot. Be aware of the sights, sounds, and smells as you walk, as well as the rhythmic feeling in your body. Whatever pace you set, be sure to breathe consciously and consistently with full awareness. Doing so while walking is what makes it a meditation. Grounded, nocturnal, survival, flexibility, fatherhood, innocence, earthliness, ancient wisdom, inspiration, safety, speed, quickness, detection. And that goes back to the awareness, like being aware of the seeds you plant in the world. Like, I believe as people, like, we victimize ourselves by enabling toxic habits. Like, because you can get validation by playing the victim, people use it and abuse it. Like, ain't you to me, that's why I just told you this other day, like, I'm done sympathizing with people. Don't bring your problems to me seeking sympathy. I don't care. I literally don't have enough time, enough love in my heart to care right now. Like, I just don't. Like, I can empathize with you. I can be here for you. I can listen. And that's as much love as I can give you. Is a listening ear. Advice if you want it. But I don't have enough energy to care about anything that doesn't pertain to me anymore. Like, man, it's just that. The honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in a situation. That's all I got. That's empathy. That's all empathy is. It's forgiving yourself and forgiving other people for the things that they did that they did not understand. The things that you did that you didn't understand at the time. Like, forgiving people for the roles and suffering that they played and the roles and suffering that you played. Like, man, life, like I said, like, life could be so simple. Rise and shine. Today is the day you rise and shine. I had to do that. I just wanted to see what would happen if I put my finger up there and read a quote. You can imagine it, you can achieve it, you can dream it, you can become it. I am fearless, I am successful, I am loving who I am becoming. I respect myself. Today, I focus on the positive. Like, focus on the positive. Like, you're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you are capable of doing so. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to the signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. These are in the cards. Like, you are a lot tougher than you think you are. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. One more. Do a walking meditation each day for a week. One more. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. Meerkat. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. Like, whoever those messages was for, know that your spirit guides is watching. It's looking out for you. Like, I wasn't even gonna touch these cards till later, but something is calling me to just bring it all home with these cards, because life is like a chess game. You gotta think it through. Speak up. Speak up. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. It's time to harvest what you used to grieve over. Whew. Grief. The goddess of grief. Ancient Earth Mother Allah is the foremost Igbo deity. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. Give spiritual grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to heal from it is to walk through it. Losing loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. I am supported by loved ones, those seen and unseen. What are your ancestors like? Stop self-sabotaging. I'm going to read that one too. Mama Lambo. Shadow monster Mama Lambo is the brain-sucking, snake-like, water-dwelling Zulu goddess of rivers. You are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does self-sabotage help you to avoid? Your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with. You're stuck inner procrastinator. Your toxic relationship choices. Stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your choosing pathways. What inspired action can you take today? I have compassion for myself. Have compassion for yourself and let go and let God. It's just that simple. Trust people to be who they are. Alright, just trust in the fact you can see them well. Trust, let go and let God. With that being said, peace and love.